Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Oh, you can't hear me. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. I got caught up working on a scene that you might have just seen for half a second. Uh but I'll be working inside of that scene. So, I hope you're doing well. Today I am going to be talking about automations for podcasters. So, really exciting. I do need to. What do I need to do here? I need to add that new scene to my stream deck so that I can easily move back and forth between it. If you are tuning in live, say hello. Let me know where you're coming from. I am streaming here on YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn. So definitely be sure to say hello. If you are watching on LinkedIn, I will be watching the comments, but I don't get notified of those comments because LinkedIn is a very frustrating place. So let's see. Can you hear me? I assume you can. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. So uh, say hello. I will have the live stream up here on LinkedIn. So I'll be checking periodically. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, I will see the comments immediately and I will be able to add them. And Craig, hey, saying hello over on LinkedIn. So, Craig, thanks so much for being here and for watching. Excited you could make it. So, let's see. So, I guess we'll start with a little meta thing because I was working on something. But I was building a scene. And so now I want to, that's a camera. Is this a scene? Yeah. So I'll take this, I'll add it down here to run a scene. That scene is called live stream. And so now I should be able to switch to this scene. Great. And that looks okay, right? I might have to adjust this a little bit. But then I can seamlessly switch between my many scenes. So perfect. So okay, so let's actually just get into doing some automations for Zapier. All right. So I plan on improving this scene a little bit. The headroom is. Let me go back into Ecamm. I don't like the headroom I've got here. So I need to. You probably can't see any of this, but I do want to adjust. So if I just do the cam link and then turn on digital zoom, maybe zoom out a little bit. There we go. Or I can make it, this is all stuff that I was, Squircle. Squircle's probably good. Just need to adjust this. Ooh, Squircle's like kind of fat. Okay. There we go. Good, good, good. So now I've got this here. And then I probably will have a little bit more room for comments. So awesome. All right. So thank you all for being here today. I am gonna check. I'll use my the comment that my friend Brandon Dove left last time. Yeah, this looks pretty good, right? We'll see how that works out. All right. So if you are watching on YouTube or Twitch, I can bring your comments up on the screen. Otherwise, if you're watching on LinkedIn, I will be sure to check periodically. I have it up on a device below my teleprompter, so we can work with it that way. Okay, so move my preview window into my teleprompter, and let's actually build some automations. So part of the reason I'm doing this is because I am speaking at the podcast guest Summit on I think it's the 18th that I'm speaking, but it is next week. And I was building a few automations. So some of these are going to be in the pro database, but I do want to just kind of chit chat around automations for podcasters. So let's see. Video like a dad. Thanks so much for being here. Happy Wednesday. Craig, thanks so much for coming in over to YouTube so I can bring your comments up here. That's fantastic. I just pressed a button that posts comments and doesn't show comments. So sorry, I'm adding the mailing list for you. I didn't mean to do that, but join the mailing list if you want. I just moved some things around on my Stream Deck. I've been having Stream Deck issues, and it looks like I might have removed the show latest comment button. So you know what? I'm gonna do that really quick too. So this is, I thought maybe a more professional live streamer would be better at this, but that's all right. You guys, you see how the sausage gets made. So let's see. This will be in Ecamm Live. While I talk about this, or while I do this, I do want to say I was tempted yesterday to buy the what is the Rodecaster Video S, which is it looks like a really cool device. It would probably simplify a lot of the stuff on my desk. Perfect. I would probably simplify a lot of the stuff on my desk, but I don't think I need it. And part of the reason is I think it would overlap with a lot of what Ecamm Live does. And so I think if I were to downgrade my Rodecaster Pro, say, and let's see, I think you can see it. Oh, you can't. Hold on. So my Rodecaster Pro right here. It's just like I feel like my desk is very cluttered. And if I can simplify and like plug in both cameras to one source, have some fewer wires like this out and about, I would really like that. But I don't think the Rodecaster Video is the thing that I want to do that for. So anyway, okay, now let's actually get to the reason y'all are here. So podcast automations. Let's also open up Make here. We'll full screen this. We'll go to make.com. Because my most powerful automations are actually in make.com, and I thought it'd be a fun thing on the live stream today to see if I can move those over to Zapier. And I do get the question of like, what's the difference? Why would you use both? And for me, let me go to my, they've moved stuff around. Scenarios, there we go. For me, like I liked make.com because it was cheaper and I thought it would generally be apples to apples, pretty much the same as Zapier. What I have found is that Zapier is much better for testing and just generally abstracts away a lot of things that Make doesn't. But my RSS, like my automatically send RSS items to WordPress, which I have a bunch of those because I want over on my website, I want this to be like a feed of my work from everywhere else. I've made casabona.org my personal website, but I write in other places like at streamlinesolopreneur.com. And I want the permalink to be a redirect, which I manage with a custom field essentially. And Zapier makes it very hard to manage custom fields in WordPress, and Make does a really good job of that. So Excuse me. So I will be doing both at least because I like how Zapier works better most of the time. So let's go to my active scenarios here, and I have my scheduling router. This is a big one. So let's start with this one and see how it goes. Um, this is a big one because what this does is looks at cal.com when someone books and then routes it based on the calendar. And so uh, with Streamline Solopreneur, it'll create a template in Google Docs and then create a database item in Notion and then add a task to Todoist for me. And if it's a coaching call, then it'll create a document from a template. Then I have the fallback, which is if it's a new item, add it to my Notion CRM. So that's what it's supposed to do. This doesn't always do it reliably. So can I that's like another thing that bothers me about. Okay, so I'll bigify. Okay. So here's what it looks like in Make. Now let's go over to Zapier. And we'll start to build this out. Right? So we'll call this, I'm not going to use Copilot. We'll call this the cal.com router. All right, and so the trigger, I mean, this will be a real kick in the teeth if how about that? Cal.com, booking created. So this is also nice. I should probably do more about like if bookings are canceled and stuff like that. Booking rescheduled. Booking reschedule is a good one. I should probably, hold on, I'm going to write some things down. I always keep, I could probably show you